10 places in Canada where no one wants to live. Harsh reality. Canada is often presented as one of the best countries in the world to live in. A place where opportunities are endless, the quality of life is high, and the future feels secure and promising for anyone willing to work hard and adapt. But what most people don't realize is that this image doesn't apply equally to every part of the country. In reality, there are places in Canada where life can feel extremely challenging, where opportunities are limited, where isolation becomes part of your daily routine, and where many people quietly struggle without ever sharing their experiences publicly. These are the places that rarely appear in travel vlogs or immigration success stories, yet they shape the reality for thousands of residents and newcomers every single year. So before you decide where to move, it's important to understand that not every location in Canada offers the same lifestyle, and some choices can completely change your experience for better or worse. Now let's take a moment to clarify something important, because this conversation is not about criticizing Canada as a whole or discouraging anyone from pursuing opportunities there. Canada remains one of the most developed and stable countries in the world, and millions of people successfully build fulfilling lives across its cities and provinces. However, what many newcomers fail to fully understand is that Canada is incredibly diverse in terms of geography, economy, climate, and lifestyle, and these differences can significantly impact your day-to-day experience. Two individuals can arrive in Canada at the same time, with similar goals and qualifications, yet end up living completely different lives simply because they chose different locations. That's why this video is not about fear, it's about awareness, so you can make smarter decisions and avoid unexpected challenges that could affect your long-term plans. Nunavut, extreme isolation and high cost of living. Nunavut is one of the most remote and least populated regions in Canada, offering breathtaking natural landscapes, unique cultural experiences, and a way of life that is deeply connected to nature. However, living here comes with challenges that go far beyond what most people are prepared for, especially if they are moving from urban or densely populated areas. The level of isolation is significant, with limited transportation options, fewer essential services, and a heavy reliance on imported goods, which drives up the cost of living to levels that can be difficult to sustain for many individuals. In addition, job opportunities are relatively limited, and the extreme climate conditions, particularly during long winters, can make daily life physically and mentally demanding for those who are not accustomed to such environments. Newfoundland and Amp. Labrador, beauty with economic challenges. Newfoundland and Labrador is widely admired for its natural beauty, coastal scenery, and strong sense of community, which can make it an appealing destination at first glance. However, beneath this charm lies an economic reality that can be difficult for newcomers to navigate, particularly when it comes to employment opportunities and long-term career growth. In many areas, job availability is limited, and certain industries dominate the local economy, which can restrict options for individuals with diverse professional backgrounds. As a result, many residents, especially younger individuals, choose to leave in search of better opportunities elsewhere, creating a cycle that can make it harder for newcomers to establish stability and growth. Manitoba, certain areas, harsh winters and economic pressure. Manitoba, particularly in cities like Winnipeg and surrounding regions, offers affordability compared to larger provinces, which can initially attract newcomers looking to reduce living costs. However, this affordability often comes with trade-offs that are not always immediately obvious, especially for those unfamiliar with the region's climate and economic conditions. Winters in Manitoba are among the coldest in Canada, with temperatures dropping to extreme levels that can affect transportation, daily routines, and overall quality of life. At the same time, certain areas face economic challenges that can limit job opportunities, making it harder for newcomers to find stable and well-paying employment. Saskatchewan, limited growth and slower lifestyle. Saskatchewan is often known for its affordability and quieter pace of life, which can appeal to individuals seeking less crowded environments and lower living costs. However, for many newcomers, the slower pace can gradually turn into a limitation, particularly when it comes to career advancement, networking opportunities, and access to diverse industries. The population is relatively small, and while this creates a sense of community, it can also reduce the availability of opportunities in certain professional fields. Over time, some individuals find that the lack of growth and limited exposure to larger markets can impact their long-term goals. Northern Ontario, distance and limited accessibility. Northern Ontario covers a vast geographic area with smaller communities that are often located far from major urban centers. While these areas offer peaceful environments and natural surroundings, they also come with practical challenges that can affect daily life and long-term planning. Access to healthcare, education, and employment opportunities can be more limited compared to southern regions, and traveling between locations often requires significant time and resources. For newcomers who are used to convenience and accessibility, adjusting to this level of distance and isolation can be a major challenge. At this stage, you might be starting to notice a pattern, where many of the challenges are not always about the country itself, but about location, accessibility, and the balance between opportunity and lifestyle. And this becomes even more important as we continue. New Brunswick, lower wages and slower economic growth. New Brunswick offers a calm and affordable lifestyle, which can be appealing to individuals seeking a quieter environment and lower living expenses. However, this affordability is often balanced by lower average wages and slower economic growth, which can create challenges when trying to build financial stability. For many residents, the gap between income and long-term financial goals can become a concern, particularly when compared to larger provinces with more dynamic economies. Alberta, certain areas, economic instability in key industries. Alberta is known for its strong economy and opportunities, particularly in industries such as energy and natural resources. However, the province's reliance on specific sectors means that economic conditions can fluctuate, sometimes leading to periods of uncertainty in the job market. For individuals working in or dependent on these industries, this instability can create challenges in maintaining consistent employment and long-term security. Quebec, for non-French speakers, language as a barrier. Quebec is rich in culture, history, and economic opportunity, making it a unique and attractive destination within Canada. However, for those who do not speak French, integrating into both professional and social environments can be significantly more difficult. Language plays a central role in daily life, employment, and communication, and without it, newcomers may find themselves facing limited opportunities and slower adaptation. Prince Edward Island, small market, limited opportunities. Prince Edward Island is known for its beauty, simplicity, and relaxed pace of life, which can be appealing to many individuals. However, its small size and limited economic diversity can restrict career options and long-term growth opportunities. For those seeking advancement in specialized fields, the lack of industries and opportunities can become a significant limitation over time. Yukon, extreme conditions and high living costs. Yukon offers a unique lifestyle surrounded by nature and adventure, attracting individuals who value outdoor experiences and independence. However, living here requires adapting to extreme weather conditions, higher living costs, and a level of isolation that can be challenging for many people. These factors make it a demanding environment, particularly for those who are not fully prepared for the realities of life in remote regions. So what is the real takeaway from all of this? Canada remains a country full of opportunity, but it is also a country where location plays a critical role in shaping your experience. The difference between success and struggle is often not about the country itself, but about where within that country you choose to live. Understanding these differences ahead of time can help you avoid costly mistakes and make decisions that align with your goals and expectations. So before you make your move, take a moment to think carefully. If you were given the opportunity to move to Canada today, would you still choose the same place, or would this information change your decision? Because in the end, the right choice isn't just about moving abroad, it's about moving smart.